I'm just here to play video games. Win it video games, not play. Oita glides by the table and slips the check in front of Jet, spoiling her grin instantly. When she's done begrudgingly signing her actual name at the bottom, the three of us head out of the bar and share a cab home. We didn't think to say thank you. That wasn't very high on the list, was it? Thank you. Whatever. I wake up to the taste of stale soju on my breath. My apartment is mostly dark, save for the crack of light coming through my window. It takes a great deal of effort to dredge myself out of bed, but the need to rinse my mouth is enough motivation. This is someone who's never had a proper hangover before. You could have swallowed for all it matters and the residue is still there. You ain't getting out of bed. The first time I ever drank too much, I swore to myself I'd never touch alcohol again. Even if that was a pledge I knew that I wouldn't keep, it seems like I won't get another chance to now for a while. Well, at least until there's a trophy in our team house. Without any idea where Stunt's house was, I had the cab drop him off at Stomping Grounds. The last thing I remember was a glare capable of killing small animals from his mother. I returned... Come on, is that really that weird? I returned from the sink with a glass of water and fall onto my computer chair. It's too early for ladder, but I might see what's going on. Wait a second, what? Oh my god, Excel, what did you do? Ace blasts off crash coach to new squad, claims poach. Every StarCraft fan site is abuzz with the news that Jet and Excel are ditching their teams. Accusations of collusion, conspiracy and corruption abound among Korean and Western fans alike. Fan sites? Come on, that's just a print screen of Liquipedia. A laundry list of the crash coach's missteps ranks second to an interview where he shifts the blame onto Excel. With the scent of drama in the air, debate rages wildly on both sides. When Excel said he had a better idea in mind, I had no idea he meant something like this. Jet's new team is the talk of the entire StarCraft community. I rush into the game client, abusing the login button with a dozen clicks a second until I'm finally in. Excel is online, as is the rest of our team. Before I can even open a chat window, an invite from Jet throws me into an underway group conversation. Text messages appear almost as quickly as I can read them. Let me guess, Jet didn't plan for this. Excel's an idiot. Yeah, thought so. What the hell is wrong with you? Hey, relax. You know what they say about publicity? Lol, holy shit, dude. This is hilarious, Ruffle. Doesn't that sound like someone you want to spend all of your time with? Word that Stunt, Mac and I are joining is out. I've received multiple requests for interviews. You should do it. You don't understand. The deal with Enoch wasn't official. This is going to screw us. Hey, I didn't mention Enoch by name. Just finish the deal and we'll be fine. Yeah, what's stopping Kim from signing us? Excel is kind of right. We have buzz going now. Keck. Oh my god, he's the kind of person who'd, like, not only have Twitch chat open, but, like, contribute to Twitch chat. That kind of person. Oh, they're saying I poached you. Couldn't you have gotten back at your coach some other way? Nope, and I'll get him back more when I stomp Crash at Team League. It would be more prudent to speak with Mr. Kim as soon as possible, Jet. I know, Okay, we're meeting at Namdan ASAP. The park is by the VSL studio. Everyone. No exceptions. KK lol. I'm just gonna not read what Stunt says. I'm gonna dismissively sigh every time, like, a text chat option comes up with him. The diamond next to Jet's portrait changes from green to black. That being from going online to offline. Excel quickly follows suit and then Stunt, leaving me in the chat room alone with Reaver. Be fast, Jet will blow up your phone with texts otherwise. I will. Goodbye. With nothing else keeping me at home, I hurry to shut off my PC and dress. I decide to take the stairs of my apartment building two at a time and make my way onto the street. What a mess. How terrible it'd have to be to spend all of last night celebrating for nothing. Truth be told, whether Excel leaked the information now or let it come out on its own, we'd eventually get this reaction. Enoch wouldn't have signed us anyway without doing proper background research anyway. Maybe it's alright for this to be out in the open ahead of time. I see those thoughts aside when Namdam Park comes into view. The crowded tree line with trimmed green is a welcome departure from Seoul's endless concrete. Jet didn't specify where at the park she wanted us to meet, but it doesn't take long before I find her staring down a seated Excel. She looks pissed. She looks pissed. Like, there are wolves who are scared of her at the moment. She's in the middle of chewing him out, though it'd be hard to tell by the grin he's wearing. Have you seen what they're saying online? Don't pay too much attention to what people say about you online. Oh, that would be scary. The team has to stand out somehow. Better this than limping into scene and wallowing into obscurity. We should stand out by winning games, not by stirring up shit. That wasn't your decision to make. Excel's the first to notice my arrival and waves me over. Jet's acknowledgement follows, though it's far less welcoming. Did you know he was going to pull something like this? What? No! Relax, Jet. Seriously, worrying will give you grey hairs. Grey hairs is red enough as it is. That shit is not turning grey anytime soon. I'll relax the moment that I'm staring at a contract for 6 months of funding. 6 months? Just 6 months. Jet's stance goes rigid at the buzz of her phone. She rips out of her pocket and stares at the screen. Who is it? Kim. He wants to meet us at the Enoch office to sort out this mess. That's a good thing, right? He wouldn't bother to have us come out if the answer is going to be no. That's what I was going to say. If we're going to the office, that's a good thing. That or he's lazy and he thinks that he can shag his secretary before we get there. It's hard to tell. She doesn't seem to agree given the time it takes her to reply. I share a glance with Excel before Jet shoves the phone back into her pocket and turns to me. We need to get moving, Excel. Wait here for Stunt and Reaver. Fine by me. Excel takes in a deep breath and returns to his bench, no doubt happy to relax while someone else handles the stress of her meeting. I'm coming with you? I'm not enough of a jerk to leave Stunt and Reaver alone at the park for an hour, but I need someone at my back. And when you put it like that way, all right. Then come on, it's not far. Without a moment to spare, Jet storms off. Excel offers me a leisurely wave as I hurry after her. Shit's going down. Let me do most of the talking, but chime in if it makes sense. Oh god, we're going to say something dumb. Just tell me not to say anything. Much easier. Alright. Nervous? No. Don't lie to me. I'm nervous. It's fine to be nervous. I'm fine. When the elevator door opens, a well-dressed Enoch employee greets us with a smile and gestures down the hall. Mr. Kim has been anticipating your arrival. This way, please. Mr. Kim has been anticipating your arrival? What are you, Dr. Evil? Ooh, hello. Right, you look evil. Why do you look more evil than you did last time? Also, why do you have Enoch there? Like, you've gone in the building of Team Enoch. What did you think was gonna... I'm still going to remember that we're in Enoch buildings. I'm not going to go in and go, fuck, where was I? Microsoft? No. No. It was... Enoch! Thank God there's a sign on the wall. Whatever. I followed Jet through a typical corporate office. Inside a table seats Mr. Kim, his attention set to the laptop. He glances past the screen to acknowledge us with a beck and forward. Jet, Mac, please sit. We take our seats opposite him. The secretary closes the boardroom's door, leaving the three of us on our own. After a few more taps on his laptop's touchscreen, Mr. Kim turns the computer towards us and gestures sharply at it. What is this? On display is the comment section of a popular... The comment section! Oh, come on! I can find anything in comment section. They're just bollocks. Whatever. On display is the comment section of a popular Korean esports news site. Line after line portrays Jet and Excel as shady and unskilled. And I thought that the English sites were bad. Before I can read another comment, Mr. Kim forces the laptop shut with a grimace. When I spoke of my interest to sponsor your team with the board, most were hesitant to take the risk, even with my assurance that the investment would be worth it in the end. Given the recent developments, I'll simply have to retract my recommendation and take the hit to my reputation. Your team has become a liability without having played a single game. He rests a finger on his brow, expression fraught. This is worse than Jet and I planned for. Do you have anything to say? This wasn't the reaction we were hoping for, but it shows that people are paying attention to us. That is also probably not the way you should be responding to that. Look at his face! He does not like that at all. Not all attention is created equal. What is most important that an Enoch team has a large number of supporters, not slack-jawed or passive observers, fans that are invested in the team's victory. You immediately have 5 people invested in an Enoch squad if you sign us. Oh god. Look at Jet's face. Scowling. Like, this is why it's a bad idea to let us talk. Through narrowed eyes, Mr. Kim shifts his eyes in my direction. Mac, I should say that you are a large part of the doubt plaguing a possible sponsorship deal. I blink once, taken aback. Me? Are you truly surprised? Your ability is completely unproven. While Excel and Jet may have their integrity questioned, it's you whom the fans mock. If our fan base doesn't have the faith in your ability to win games, then of what use are you? What? I'm a good player. I just need time to prove it. Time that you haven't earned. I hear myself tripping over my next protest. Right then, Jet cuts in. Mr. Kim, there must be something we can do. Excel and I are high profile. Even with a rocky start, we both have loyal fans that will follow us to a new team. That may be so, but the public perception of Mac remains an issue. Is it worth the trouble keeping her on when your reputation has been compromised? He links his fingers together and glances between the two of us, awaiting an answer. Jet closes her eyes and runs a hand through her hair. She takes a long moment to decide what to say next, much to Kim's interest. We could arrange something to fix that. Oh, elaborate. A show match. The perfect chance to showcase Mac's ability to compete. Against someone from your team. Fans will assume that the match is fixed on her behalf. Yeah, I was going to say. Wow, and it's 10 minutes in, and, I mean, Excel hasn't built anything. This is extraordinary. No, I have someone else in mind. Someone who StarCraft fans know and respect, and that Mac owes a beating. She turns towards and locks eyes with me. Is she talking about a show match with Bolt? I mean, you're not allowed to turn this down. I wasn't planning on it. Just how are you going to get him to agree? I know Bolt well. He'll jump at the chance to publicly humiliate someone he doesn't like. A best of 5 will do nicely. I think it would be fair for Enoch to put half a month's worth of team funding as in the prize, wouldn't you say? Jet turns away from me and towards Mr. King. For the first time since we stepped in the room, the businessman cracks a smile. If you ever decide to leave StarCraft behind, you're welcome to interview for any open sales positions at Enoch, Jet. Yeah, that's something a serious sales executive would say. Very well. If Mac is victorious in the show match, I will consider your team's reputation redeemed. I don't bother asking what will happen if I lose. God, what did I do to deserve this pressure? By fucking off to Korea for a month and hoping that things would turn out, that's what. Would you mind speaking with the producers at the VSL studio to see if they would be willing to host us? A week from today is short notice, but we don't have any longer to waste. I'll have it done. You're very lucky to have someone like Jet as your team captain, Mac. When I don't respond, he smirks. Satisfied, Kim rises from his leather chair. Jet and I quickly follow suit and exchange handshakes with him. As he meets his palm with mine, Mr. Kim leans forward and whispers to me. For the record, I would greatly prefer to see you succeed. Don't let a mistake in the next week end your career before it's begun. Nonchalantly, he parts from our grip and departs the conference room with long strides. His secretary skitters after him down the hallway, leaving Jet and me to find our own way back to the elevator. Well, you came to Golden Zone Fire looking for a chance, now you've got one. Happy? You stuck up for me. Yes, and? I guess I thought you'd have done what was best for the team. Who said I'm not? Mr. Kim? I don't recall putting him in charge of team management. What kind of team captain would I be if I tossed you out on the street after recruiting Stunt and Reaver? I don't know. You said yourself that you wouldn't put the goals of a friendship ahead of the goals of your team. Oh, in that case, it's not too late for me to go tell Mr. Kim I've changed my mind. Now is not the time to be a smart-ass, Mac. Just say thank you and fuck off. If you insist on paying me back, do so by practicing hard and beating the shit out of Bolt. It's been way too long since I've seen him lose in person. And for the record, I know what I said, but the more I think about it, the more messed up it seems it would waste our careers with people we hate. So for now, I've decided that I like you. Don't make me regret that. Boy, gee, thanks, Jet. So much for cold efficiently. Efficiency, I'll do my best. As is expected of anyone who wears my team's colours. Now come on before someone mistakes Excel for a bum. Just before the elevator doors close, Mr. Kim turns the corner of his office and watches us go. Right. Well, that was quite climactic, wasn't it? Jesus. My legs are sore by the time we have made it back to Namdam. Weeks of huddling up in my apartment obviously haven't been great for my personal fitness. I catch sight of Stunt by his wild hair. He's the first to notice Jet and me and calls at us with a wave. That's not a wave, that's fisting. Wait, what? No, bro fisting. That's something altogether different. Yo, is the team dead? He seems very happy for someone who's wondering. Not yet, and not for a while if our plan works out. Excel sits up from his reclined position, while Reva has hardly moved at all since she came into view. Plan? Mac is going to win a show match. Reva takes hold of her glasses, gears visibly turning in her head as she works out a point of a show match. Excel and Stunt simply look to me for the answer. Mr. Kim agreed to sponsor us if we can redeem the team's image. I have to win a series against Bolt. Bolt? That surly Protoss on Shock? He's a Brood War player, though. He plays Star 2 in his own time, with money and the chance to embarrass a foreigner on the line he has to accept. And you're okay with this, Mac? Does it look like I'm okay? I'm probably pale and shaking. Excel glances in my direction, genuine concern etched in his expression. He seems to be picking up on the doubt I'm feeling. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm going to practice as hard as I can for the next week. As will Bolt. I don't have anything to say to that. She's right, after all. The five of us take a moment to reflect on the severity of the situation. Gradually, I find the eyes of my teammates drifting towards me. I wipe the sweat off my neck and steady myself with a breath. I'm sure I can handle this, but not all on my own. Obviously, listen, if he's a Protoss, I'm going to grind out endless games. You and me, Mac. Bolt's players have more depth than proxies and one base all-ins. Do you have a better idea? The hell would she get out of practicing with a Terran or a Zerg? Stud pulls out his phone and dons a stubborn expression. Jet rolls her eyes and glances past him. Everyone has a role to play in making sure that this team lives past a botched show match. Stunt may... She winces and then glances begrudgingly in the young Protoss' direction. Be the only one that plays Protoss enough to spar with Mac, but this is still a group effort. Excel, you get to test out your coaching chops. I was going to say, please don't make me just choose one person here, because it's so much, because Reva's apparently very good at being analytical. Jet knows from him from the past. He's the fucking coach and Stunt plays Protoss. It makes sense if we all do it or not just one. He raises a thumb up without bothering to stand. You know it. Reva. Work with Mac on openings and strategies. I'll see what I can do to get my hand on a few of Bolt's replays. I mean, just go to most websites online. There's plenty. Affirmative. We don't have any time to waste. Bolt's going to be preparing for this match with the key PGA regimen. Think you can handle 14 hours a day, Mac? I don't need to practice long. I just need to practice smart. That is good advice. But it's also best to practice smart and long. So take that how you will. You need to do both. Yeah, she's right. It's only for a week anyway. See, the idea of 14 hours of high-level StarCraft is enough to make my wrists sore. Still, I have to live up to my team's expectations. So hang on. You came over here looking for a chance to play StarCraft professionally, and now you're worrying... Whatever. Now you've got that and you're moaning about it. God damn. Alright, do we start tonight? Obviously. Jet stares enough to spit it out. I kind of maybe sort of promised my mum that I'd make up all chores I've been skipping out on PC bang. Look, I thought the team was definitely over, okay? We're StarCraft players. Don't pretend you guys don't know the importance of time efficiency. I need to start smoothing things over with her if I'm going to move out. Oh, come on, don't look at me like that. Useless, whatever. We'll meet up at Golden Zone Fire tomorrow and every day after that until the show match. Mac, just ladder tonight. Right. Reva, you free? Yes, why'd you ask? Go with Mac and watch her ladder for the rest of the day. See if you can pick up on any holes in her play. Very well. I've got to go confirm the schedule with Bolt among with other things. With me, Excel. Should have guessed. Right then. Stunt, go handle your bullshit. Golden Zone Fire tomorrow morning. Go, everyone, go! Excel peels himself off of the bench and falls in line beside Jet. Stunt is quick to follow, though he turns out of the park in a different direction. I was actually planning to go back to my apartment if I'm just going to ladder. Oh, should I return home? No, why don't you meet me there in an hour? You don't need to stay too long. Very well, I will see you in an hour. Why don't you just come with me? Is there something else you're doing if you're just meeting me in my house in an hour? Whatever. After showing the location of my apartment with a map from my phone, I bid her farewell. Reva fades along with Green of Namdan when I trace back the path I took this morning. My glazed-over eyes remain locked with the pavement as I amble my way home. I know that I should feel relieved that our team still has a chance of coming together, but I can't help but worry. I'm not carrying around the weight of my failed attempts to qualify for VSL anymore. This is different. It's anxiety. Tightness in my chest that threatens to strangle me if I let everyone down. I don't know what I expected. It's not like it's going to get easier from here anyway. Every week in Team League there'll be a chance to cost my team a loss. Great. Pressure. You're just putting pressure on yourself. We're not helping here. More than anything else, I'm frustrated by Mr. Kim's doubt. It's one thing for my friends and parents to misunderstand me, but Mr. Kim made an informed judgment that I'm not worth the trouble. That would be because you're not. You are so much effort. I have no idea how you do this. I jam my fists into my pockets and exhale deeply. If I ever doubted that esports was brutal, I don't any longer. Short as the walk is, I don't find my nerves calming as I settle into my pace. A pack of energy drinks might help me douse my angst, so I decide to cut a detour that'll take me past Go-Mart. I should probably pick up something for Reva too. It'd be a pretty classless move to make her watch me grind out ladder games without offering anything in return. She's getting paid for it. She will be fine. You will make her sit there and watch and listen. Yeah, no, it's actually a dick move. But whatever. My older brother always used to make me watch him play games back when we were kids. This is different though. She's not watching me for fun. She's watching me to tell me how badly I suck. Gonna speak to the old man again. I brush past another customer on my way into Go-Mart and glance towards the register. Mr. Yeon smiles in my direction, but then immediately walks into the store's back room. I don't waste time browsing and head straight towards the refrigerators. By the time I'm done shopping, Mr. Yeon comes out from the back room with a brown box in hand and makes his way towards the register. I set my bottles and cans down on the counter and offer the old man a nod. Hello, this is all for today. In a rush, are we? Oh, not really. Why? With word that I won't run off, Mr. Yeon smiles wide and hoists the box up from the counter, pushing aside my drinks in the process. Oh god, is he going to be like that grandfather? You know, that guy. Oh, so I have a computer that you might be able to use. It has a whole 256 kilobytes of RAM. I blink, dumbfounded. But before I can ask what he's doing, he clicks open a latch and reveals a wooden board on the underside of the box's lid. He flips it up and sets the box between us, in the place where a customer might expect to have their groceries rung up. The cloth sack rests beside the game board, the contents of which clack against one another and the counter. He pulls an object out of the bag and shows it to me. Have you ever played Go? Go? Huh? It's a board game that's played mostly in Asia, held in esteem similar to chess. Without meaning to, I ask the first question that comes to mind. What do you mean Go? Is that just like Reversey? What's it in the Americans call it? Othello. Is it like that? Is this because I told you about my pro gaming career? Let's just say that I wouldn't be showing it to you if you didn't. We'll go over the rules and play around. Just one, and my whim will be satisfied. Alright. This is strange, but if I want to keep shopping at Go-Mart, turning down Mr. Yeon will make our future interactions uncomfortable. We have a whole hour. I mean, it doesn't take that long. What, like 5-10 minutes to get to Go-Mart? I don't actually know. There's no time reference, but it wasn't made out to be a very long time. So like 5-10 minutes, golden, easy. Better for one extremely awkward game of Go than an infinite amount of semi-awkward trips to the convenience store. Okay, so this is not Reversey. That board is huge. What is this then? I have no idea. I know it's not Reversey because you start with 4 in the middle. 2 white, 2 black. Huh. Mr. Yeon pours the contents of the bag into a pair of wooden cups set beside the board. On closer inspection, they appear worn and scratched up. The board itself isn't in great condition either. The corners are chipped and its lacquer is long faded. Even though I've never played, I'm familiar with the premise of Go. Mr. Yeon explains the basic rules thoroughly in either way. The main objective is to control and capture space by surrounding your opponent's pieces. It's not unlike StarCraft in that sense, only there's no advantage in quick fingers. Even if I'm aware of the basics, I don't have the faintest clue about the game's strategy. What is this supposed to accomplish? Once Mr. Yeon is finished explaining the rules, he motions towards my stones. Hey! That is disgusting! I cannot believe it. Oh wait, I'm a girl. Don't matter. Doesn't matter at all.